Hello, myself Sunil R Nair, and here basically we are talking about the currencies. And currencies basically we have reached up to the particular data basically, that is the attraction object basically of the Mumbai city. Here we have taken the example of Mumbai city. This can be Vadodara city also basically. It might possible that what the same example basically we can convert the Mumbai city to the Vadodara city basically. Same example. That's why basically I am discussing first Mumbai city, because Mumbai city basically is connected with the sea water basically, and that sea water basically attract faster than the lava basically. So basically here basically the thing basically is one person told that basically we are basically collecting the each and every objects, and like this basically we have collected 3,50,000 objects, as more than 3,50,000 objects basically are into the Mumbai city, and Mumbai city is created like this. So he told that basically there are two objects basically, plastic and iron basically, which is attracting to the sea water. So sea water basically is telling that basically we are getting attracted by these two objects basically. Then he told that basically which all basically water based types of water basically, they track the types of water also basically. Then they track that basically these all basically are the missile company who are basically doing the blast in the sea water. Due to that basically the sea water is getting attracted. So that type of sea water also basically they track that basically these are the sea water basically which is attracting to the plastic and iron objects. So like this basically they track that, and then basically they done the meeting, and then we basically told that basically due to this all reason basically the things basically are getting attracted. There might be some chemical reason, or basically it might possible that some basically the overall data basically calculation of the iron basically which is done, which might not be matching with the world iron data basically. So due to that basically the conflict might be happening, because missile basically company calculates the entire world iron object basically. So he told that basically we are talking about the entire iron object, and you are basically talking about the Mumbai city iron object. So please basically do one thing, basically recheck the iron data basically of the Mumbai city. Then basically they recheck the iron data, and basically they told that basically there might be some conflict basically, which is basically created by the set of factory company basically, which basically the factory company are this basically, these all are the factory companies who basically are preparing the iron on the base of certain chemical formula, and there basically the formula which is basically they have created, they are that is not matching to the world basically data. Due to that the conflict basically happened, and due to that basically due to that conflict the basically this iron data basically was attracting towards the sea water. So like this basically they basically told that basically yes basically we can basically we are basically we basically track that basically what actually the problem basically is. And like this basically they told that basically okay basically we basically will do the correction of this, and then basically we will send the, then basically he told that basically the buildings basically are created. What about that basically we will say, what about that basically. Then he told that basically yes that you are correct here basically. Now basically what we will do, can basically the season basically can handle this. Then he told that basically let's basically see basically season can handle this or not basically. Then they contacted to the season team basically, that is the winter season, hot season, and the cold season basically. Then sorry, the rainy season basically. Then they told that basically okay let us see basically we are basically doing this basically, but we had never tried to the iron object. We basically tried to the plastic, we have tried to the copper also basically, but we had never tried to the iron basically. So they told that basically up to what level the energies basically we have basically, that we need to check, and basically we need to check that the iron basically can be modified through the energy or not basically. That also basically we need to check. So they told that basically okay basically let me check, and then basically we will let you know. So like this basically they contacted, and then they told that basically okay basically we will that basically the how many buildings basically are there basically. Then they told that basically there are around 1,000 buildings which is created from this iron object, and which is basically this iron basically are created from this all industrial area basically. That also they directly told. Like this basically he told that basically okay basically. So just imagine basically the chief minister basically role here basically is, because he is basically allowing the factory basically that you can basically send the iron basically in the city, in the basically state basically. So basically chief minister basically are also basically playing the very dangerous role basically. One person told that basically you just have to do the sign basically, but see basically just that sign basically which you have done basically, Due to that, basically the Mumbai was basically getting attracted to the sea water basically. So he literally told this directly basically. Like this basically he told that basically yes, here basically it's very dangerous task here basically. Very dangerous task basically, which basically uh, here basically I'm taking the example of Mumbai city. Like this he told that basically the dangerous task basically we are doing here basically. The dangerous task basically we are doing. So he told that basically the formula which the iron basically was getting created by the factory that was conflicting with the world iron data basically. So basically they literally basically missile company given the example also basically this just see basically the world is having this type of iron object and your iron object basically is like this basically. So that basically need to recorrect. So they basically contacted to the season company and season company basically literally changed the data basically. There were basically 1,000 buildings basically which was created. They told that basically difficult to destroy the 1,000 building here basically. So you have to do something basically. They literally basically begged to the season company basically. Then season company told that basically 1,000 building basically we can't destroy here basically. That was basically take care of that building basically who given the approval basically. They were basically supposed to take care basically. The IAS officers basically, the big level officers basically are there. They were supposed to take care. They have not taken care. Then they told that basically no, yeah, basically they have also not taken care. Basically. Then basically what chief minister was doing basically, he was not handling this IAS officer. Then he told that basically yes, yeah, they were handling, but their basically supporter people also basically was not able to track. Advisor basically, the chief minister advisor basically was also not able to track that because they also basically trusted the IAS officer and the other department basically. They told that basically yeah, we have to trust the IAS officer and the other department basically. Like this, they also basically jumped into this 1,000 building basically. So they told that basically, they literally told that basically that yeah, basically please don't destroy this 1,000 building, please basically do something. Then basically they contacted the season team and the season team basically told that basically okay, let me see basically anything basically can do basically. Do we have the formula basically where the iron, because iron, if we are changing the iron, that means basically entire building is going to affect. So he told that basically slowly we have to do and slowly basically we are going to do this. So he told that basically slow energy basically is required, slow energy which is going to connect to the iron object, and we will test this with a few buildings basically, 1 or 2 buildings. If the thing work basically, then it's okay, otherwise entire building is going to collapse. Then he told that okay, basically this will be the risk basically. So he told that basically let me check basically. Then basically they told that basically okay, slowly basically this will work basically, and like this basically they connected to the 2-3 buildings, and then basically they told that basically okay, we can implement this formula of the energy basically to rest of buildings basically. Then basically one of the person told that basically I think we should wait for a few days basically. Then he told that basically okay, basically we can wait for a few days basically. After that few days basically he told that basically okay, the formula basically which was applied, that is basically correct. Now basically we can apply this formula to the rest of buildings basically. So he then basically applied the rest of building data basically. So this basically story actually what says basically, this story basically says that basically Mumbai city basically have 350,000 objects. Mumbai city have more than hundreds of big software companies. Mumbai city is having more than 90 lakh crore ka property, that is the buildings, roads, materials, vehicles. Then they basically have to spend little bit on this also basically. And basically few people basically say that basically there are lots of people also basically who says that basically Mumbai is ours basically. They also basically supposed to take care of this basically, because they are only telling that basically the Mumbai is our basically, Mumbai hamari hai, see, like this basically. In next basically video basically we are going to say a little bit about this part only basically.